A very good morning to dignitaries. Sharing ideas, enhancing knowledge, nurturing research culture can only be done through a conference. In this regard, today IIMC is organizing a two-day multidisciplinary national conference, summing up on various parameters of research, innovation, technology, culture, and other aspects. So many of us will be meeting here to share our ideas and enhance our knowledge on various domains. As you all know, IIMC is an academic platform with 52 years of academic history, always contributing to the society through various programs such as conferences, seminars, symposiums, enhancing the knowledge of academicians all over the country since many years. Today also we have gathered here for the same reason. I now invite our convener of the conference, Ms. N. Karunasri Madam, to occupy the chair on the dais. I take this as a privilege to call upon Srimati G. Santoshi Madam, Dr. Santoshi Madam, Vice Principal Administration, to occupy the chair on the dais. I take this as a special privilege to call upon the dynamic leader and continuous support and guidance is given to the institution, none other than our principal, Sri K. Raghuveer Sir Garu. Please come on to the dais. I take this as a privilege to call upon the legendary person, former principal, Sri P. Purnachandra Rao Sir, to occupy the chair on the dais. I take this as a special opportunity to invite a visionary person, Chairman of IIMC, Professor V. Vishwanathan Garu. Sir, please come on to the dais. Over to the conference convener.
Good morning, all of you. I request all the dignitaries. Good morning, all of you. I request all the dignitaries to light the lamp before we begin anything else. I request Sanskrit lecturer GAV Kalyani Madam to present the prayer song.
मुदाकरार्तमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावतंसकं विलासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिते भदैत्यकं नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकम् नमामि तं विनायकम् धन्यवादः.
Thank you, madam. It's my honor to welcome our principal, Raghveer sir, to give the address.
Dignitaries on the dais, Professor Vishnathan Garu, P. Purnachandrarao Garu, two vice principals, and today's convener of this program, my fellow faculty members, and all the other participants who have come from various colleges. I welcome all of you to this two-day multidisciplinary national conference on digital innovations in arts, sciences, research and technology. So for this conference, we have invited papers across the country. So we have received one paper from United Kingdom also. That is from England also we have received one paper. That is the first paper in the abstracts, 5G/6G. So one of the authors is from United Kingdom. Across India we have received the articles. There is a tremendous response to our invitation to present papers. So our conference is a blended mode. Today is a physical mode and tomorrow is online. About 50% of the paper presenters are going to present the papers today for this conference. IIMC started its career in the year 1973, having only 100 students. Over 51 years of time, the strength is now about 1600 and above. We started with only one course, BCom Honors. Now we have BCom Honors, Computer Applications, Business Analytics, and BBA 2 sections, and BSc Data Analysis, and MCom. We have about 80 staff members who are working in IIMC. Under the guidance of both these stalwarts, Sri Vishnathan Garu and P.P. Rao sir, IIMC has been climbing the ladder to achieve the goals. Almost every year you might have seen the rankings given by various newspapers, magazines. Always IIMC stands less than 5th rank. So this credit goes to our staff members as well our management. Not without wasting much time, I once again welcome all of you to this program. We would like to start the program at the earliest. Thank you very much for responding for our call. Thank you once again.
I now request our convener to present the conference report.
Good morning, all of you. I'm in Karunashree Department of English, Senior Assistant Professor. It's my privilege and honor that I'm the convener of this two-day national conference. On 9th and 10th January 2025, we are conducting this, and we received so many papers from different parts of the country, different parts of the states. And the topic is also very innovative, and it attracts so many people to write research papers. Digital innovations in arts, social sciences, research, and technology. Digital innovations is the process of using digital technologies to create or improve products, services, business models, and we can include even developing new mobile apps using big data analytics to understand market trends, adopting artificial capabilities, etc. This conference aims to create meaningful discussions about how digital technologies are reshaping arts, social sciences, and research. The conference aims to help participants deepen their understanding and develop their wisdom related to digital innovations and create sustainable future opportunities by using innovative ideas. We received 87 abstracts from different states of India, and we received 64 full papers, and nearly 150 participants are there, where we can include online as well as offline. Approximately 24 commerce papers are there, 18 management papers are there, language papers are 9, and mathematics, stats, library science, general papers are also there in this list. We are having participants offline as well as online who are going to present the papers in this particular conference, and they are from different states like Chennai, Mumbai, Bangalore, Odisha, Assam, Coimbatore, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Manipur, etc. And some of the topics which are going to be you are going to listen and you are going to be enlightened with those papers, like so many titles. Some of them I am going to read here. Human-centered development of digital tools and systems, the impact of digital media and cultural heritage preservation, the role of big data in social sciences and research, application of artificial intelligence in accounting, green banking, role of digitalization in HR, digital inclusion in health services, AI in cryptocurrencies in India, emerging technologies and its impact on library services, Raja Yoga meditation techniques, biofortification, importance of Bhagavad Gita in digital age, digital tools for social work, role of Vedas, Puranas, Itihas in the digital era, the tech revolution and its impact on the language and society, digital storytelling, a study of news presentation formats, role of statistical quality control in industry. So these are some of the papers which I mentioned, and there are so many other titles which are related to the conference. This conference will definitely help academicians to enhance their knowledge about the digital innovations and practical application of these digital innovations in the field of education. They can investigate new paths for the personal as well as professional growth. This conference is an influential learning experience for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. I now request our guest of honor, former Principal Purnachandra Rao sir, to address the gathering.
academic greetings to all of you, distinguished guests on the dais, and equally curious and most interested, involved students and staff of this particular two-day national seminar. I belong to the old age. I do not belong to this century probably, because my period of study was 1950s. So when I look from that time to this, what I was not familiar with, I now have become familiar. What you and I were not familiar with, we are now seeing. What was a taboo in the past, it is now a divine thing. What was unutterable, it has become very understandable, acceptable. All these, what this transformation from one part of it to this, whether it was necessary or not, it has become a reality. Most of it, you develop an interest, you get involved, and you become fanatic. You become an addict. So having said that about the seminar, those of you who have seen the title, Digital Innovation in Arts, Social Sciences, Research and Technology, that's the subject. Dr. Radhakrishnan once said, what is science, what is arts? He answered, science gives you the principle. Art gives you the technique of using it and the beauty of using it. Art tells you how best to project, how best to present, how best to capture the attention of all. The fan moves. You switch on, it moves. But some people say that, and say, what is this you are doing? Why, even a switching on, you produce so much sound. Some people go there, how best he is doing. So Dr. Rajendra Prasad, once he traveled from Delhi to Vijayawada, first president of India, he traveled from Delhi to Vijayawada in a special train. After he reached Vijayawada and alighted from the train, straight he went to the driver and thanked him. What was the reason? He said, I was very comfortable in my cabin, and that is art. So having seen this, we all belong to management, commerce, history, social sciences, etc. What is that you expect from the digitalization innovations in this? Then this brochure shows you so many things in arts, commerce, Telugu, etc., etc. What are the sub-themes are there? This is self-innovation. The first innovation is what to know. That is self-innovation. In a seminar like this, what is that you expect as a teacher? What is that you expect to be a student? But in this, there is a danger. terrific danger. And sometimes you go mad why this particular technology has been invented. So when my granddaughter goes on with me, I tell my daughter, just break it. To that extent you go there. So these things and many more things, the deeper things, our professor in keynote address he will address. In keynote address he will unlock. He uses the key to open your brain. He uses his key to open your heart also. I am trying to do that. Here, heart, the human things are more important than technology. So sometimes what happens here, as I put you danger, unmindful of your thing when you are calling your mother, you are calling your daughter, you are calling your father, something else, etc. Some nasty things appear here. So father gone, mother gone, this nasty things appears. Now, these are the things while we are when you go take care of these things. As a teacher, when I go to the class, our old method, introduction, meaning, difficult words, importance from examination, these are the things we say. But in this digital area, what is it to be expected to say? So when I say that economic development of India in 1950 was like this, it must come on the screen. If that could come on the screen, you are introducing digital subject concern. When I say, now to the present generation, if I say, Vajpayee was one of the prime ministers of India and he was a very good prime minister. Do you get any idea? Have you heard the name of Vajpayee Garu? If that can come on the screen immediately, who was Vajpayee? What he did, etc. I am taking Vajpayee because he is one of the intellectual prime ministers of India. But I belong to Nehru area. And so, because the time is up, I am not given much time because there are so many ideas would come. And I only tell all the students concerned, all the staff who are here, become familiar with every aspect of it. Understand that properly. Because the motto of the college is applied knowledge. So you have to apply that knowledge properly in the interest of the student concerned. While so teaching, don't kill the humanism in the boy concerned or the girl concerned. Uphold the humanism. Uphold the ethics. The human relations are more important than anything else. After all, at the end of the day, when you go to your bed, who was good to you, who was not good to you, what provoked you, what motivated you, what made you think introspectively. The journey inside is more important than journey outside. Let this digitalization motivate you to go inside within and find out what we are to the society, what we can become, make the society. Transformation and impact is more, these are the important things. Hope by after the end of this 2-day seminar, you all become wiser and not excited. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for emphasizing that thinking about innovation is also a part of innovation. I now request our chief guest of the day, Professor Vishwanathan, sir, to address the gathering.
Good morning. I have some points to share. One, tune your mind. The most important thing in our entire anatomy that directs, accepts distractions, hence the need to be more careful with that. Two, sharing intellectual knowledge is important, even if you want to be selfish. When you share, clarity improves. Comparison takes place. We know where we are compared to others. That should activize our thinking, planning, trying to achieve something in our life. As my senior has rightly said, that we belong to a different generation. He is probably 87 or 88. I am 84, not out. Lived long enough to learn that we are becoming increasingly irrelevant in the modern society. I'm not criticizing. I'm only sharing my thoughts. Multidisciplinary is very much necessary. How disciplined we are, how the students of the present day are disciplined, what percentage can be considered as disciplined. If they are not disciplined, why they are not disciplined? If we find only 2 or 3% of the people to be making a difference to themselves and to the society, that means we are not bothered about the remaining 95-97% of the population. Actually, it's a privilege to come to attend higher educational institutions. What focus? What result? Passing has become easy, in the sense failing has become very difficult. Shortcuts. Why I am giving you this background is, some of the titles have been listed out by Kalyani Madam. I am sure the abstracts book that will be shared and your own physical presence and participation tomorrow online will help you to understand the wide gamut of subjects that we are trying to cover. Each paper writer have their mind tuned to the topic that they are going to present in 5 or 8 minutes. Are you listening to others? You must. Tune your mind, I say. 2, how your own subject discipline can be integrated with other disciplines in your own college. Forget about colleges where other disciplines are there. For example, a Telugu faculty member may find it difficult to understand management. But my question is, have you heard of personal knowledge management? PKM, I think it is popularly called. The universe is expanding. Our ability to explode along with the information explosion that is taking place is constrained. We have our personal lives. Can you set apart every day at least 15 to 20 minutes and invest it in your future is my suggestion and submission to you. In your own future. Invest it. I'm using the word very carefully. Invest it, not spend it. No, invest it. At compound interest, over a period of time, you would be able to understand how much you have gained by not neglecting the duties at the relevant time. Well, to my mind, as a teacher, not familiar with lots of things that with which you, the present generation, are familiar, I am interested in improving the quality of education. If the digital world can help me better. As Punchana Rao Garu was telling, if I am talking about economic development, say in 50s, first 5-year plan, there must be a screen ready. The second, the third, the investment, the growth, the failures, the success, the lessons learned, the points missed. You must have a structure. Probably every session, if it can be done, is like producing a film. Maybe there is no music, doesn't matter. But there must be a script, there must be a skeleton, there must be a structure, there must be an introduction, there must be a conclusion, and points to understand. Take home points, points for implementing. I only feel, because time is the main constraint, I can go on, that's not the point. What is it that you are picking up from every paper? Compare your content, knowledge, clarity, curiosity, creativity. Become better and move out of the hall. If you are not becoming better, that means you are not spending your time wisely. Wishing you all the best. I declare the conference open and inaugurated.
Thank you very much, sir, for stressing on the quality of the papers and quality of education.
I request the chairman, sir, to formally release the abstract book. Already given to you, but formally we.
I now request our Sheetal Madam from Department of Business Administration to propose a formal vote of thanks. Thanks is for the inaugural session.
A very warm welcome to all the participants. It's my immense pleasure to present the vote of thanks for the inaugural session. I welcome the chief guest, Professor Vishwanathan sir and Purnachandra Rao sir. We are always grateful to have you among us, sir. Purnachandra Rao sir has rightly pointed that we all need to transform ourselves to fit in this digital world. We have to unlock ourselves and open our minds in this dynamic and ever-changing society. Vishwanathan sir has also motivated us with his valuable insights on how to tune our minds in this changing environment. We as the academic fraternity, we all, the responsibility lies on all of us to improve the quality of education. I hope we all will definitely move in this direction. I thank Principal Sir and Convener and Vice Principals for inaugurating the session. Thank you one and all. I request all of us to, all the participants and dignitaries to join for the high tea. After that, technical session 1 will be following. Thank you, sir.
We request all the participants to join for the high tea. So we'll start the technical session by level 30, track 1.
Good morning, all of you. We are starting the technical session 1. We are starting the technical session 1. I request Dr. K. Srihari sir, Department of Commerce. He is the judge for the commerce papers. Sir. We invite you, sir, for the conference. Please. I request Srinivas sir, Department of Management. He is the judge for management papers. Presenter ID 18, Israeli Khan. I request you to start your presentation. Pay attention, all of you. Presenters, your presentation time is 6 minutes. And if you are using the PPT slides, try to complete from introduction to the conclusion. And if it is too lengthy, try to give preference to objectives, findings, and what is the analysis and other things. 6 minutes is the time. Sir will ring the bell after 6 minutes. After that, extra time will not be given because there are so many presenters. Any doubt? Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone present here. I'm Pranavi. Good morning, everyone present here. I'm Pranavi.
And I'm Mr. Ali Khan. And I'm Mr. Ali Khan from Villamari Degree College for Women.
We stand here to present our research paper, a comparative analysis of Mahalakshmi scheme and its impact on TSRTC and HMRL. TSRTC is one of the oldest transports in Telangana and has been running through ages. HMRL, the Hyderabad Metro Rail, is a public-private partnership, a PPP model, has initiated from the year 2017. Mahalakshmi scheme is the first initiation taken up by the newly appointed government on December 3rd, 2023. This paper analyzes the impact of one of the objectives of Mahalakshmi scheme, that is free RTC bus travel for women, girls and transgenders within the borders of the state on two of the major transports of Telangana, that is RTC and Metro. Two main attributes that are covered in this paper are revenue and ridership of the Metro and RTC.
A lot of researchers have researched and analyzed various factors of TSRTC and HMRL. One of them is done by Bajaj and Rajaratnam in 2024. This researcher have analyzed the financial and profitability position of TSRTC and the various factors that contribute to the losses of TSRTC. This researcher have
Another such paper is written on the initial stages of Metro by Mehta and Dungi. Their paper analyzes the hurdles went through by Metro from its talk to its initiation. One of the main points covered in their paper are about ridership and how in the initial stages it didn't meet the expected number.
The objectives we are trying to achieve to this paper is to analyze the ridership and revenue of Metro and TSRTC, to analyze the difference of ridership and revenue before and after the implementation of Mahalakshmi scheme, and to analyze the difference in ridership of Metro pre and post implementation of Mahalakshmi scheme. The research methodology that we are going to use is the application of t-test. T-test is a statistical tool which is used to determine the difference of two mean of two different variables. A t-test is applied here to determine the difference between revenue and ridership before and after the implementation of Mahalakshmi scheme for both the modes of transportation, that is TSRTC and HMRL. And data visualization tools like column charts and line charts have been applied to visualize these differences.
Several visualization techniques like bar graphs were used to present the data in a more comprehensible manner. One of the charts here visualizes the revenue derived from through the free tickets, that is through the Mahalakshmi scheme, and revenue from the paid tickets in the Hyderabad. There is a huge difference that can be observed in the visualized graph. Although the numbers in the table used to perform this graph aren't that different, when you actually visualize the data, there can be observed a considerable difference. Another such graph shows the ridership of Metro before and after Mahalakshmi scheme. There can be observed a huge rise in ridership in the year 2024, that is after the implementation of Mahalakshmi scheme. This may be caused due to various reasons like customer preferences, etc.
This is the result of t-test which we applied to support our research. The t-test was conducted to determine the difference in ridership. Ridership refers to the number of passengers that travel. Refers to the ridership. Ridership is the number of passengers, and this t-test determines the difference between Metros and TSRTC's ridership. The value we got here is 0.04, which says that there is significant difference in the ridership before and after the Mahalakshmi scheme. The same goes for revenue of both the modes of transportation.
There were quite a few points that we came across in our research that were deemed to be important. One such point is that the revenue or the income from the free tickets is borne by the government. So any profits or losses incurred through the scheme are taken up by the government. Another point to be noted is that HMRL has various sources.
Future resource scope rather than suggestions.
Through various analysis and visualizations, we can conclude that this scheme has positively impacted both RTC and Metro in the attributes of ridership and revenue.
This research can be extended using various factors like personal preferences, employee satisfaction, connectivity of both the modes of transportation, etc., to further increase the scope of this research and find about the two corporate.
Now, how you are connected the statistical data to the test, Amma?
We gathered the data from HMRL annual reports. We derived 2023 and 2024 revenue and ridership data, and then we compared it with RTC's ridership and revenue data, which we got from Bus Bhavan. It is there in the research paper, but not in the presentation, sir.
Fine, Amma.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Presenter ID 22, Madhviya Taranam.
Can I start? Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Madhya Taranam, MBA final year student of Veeranari Chakali Ailama Women's University, formerly University College for Women. I am honored to be here today to present my paper titled From Paper to Pixel, the Digital Transformation of HR. The future of HR is about creating a more personalized, more productive, and more prescriptive HR functions that uses data and analytics to drive business decisions. Digitalization has a transformative force in reshaping human resource management within the modern business landscape. In order to increase the efficiency in the organization's operations, one should impact the innovations and technology which is taking place in the present era in their operations so that efficiency can be increased. Every firm is focusing on the importance of digitalization so that they can make their practices go well and being competitive in the market. Digitalization in HR also helps the organization to make their organization activities front end, back end, to make it streamlined starting from recruitment to onboarding, performance management, and employees. It not only automates large number of operations, but also make HR professionals to make data-driven decisions, and improve employee experiences and satisfactions. Here I have considered two of the articles. One is by Professor Meenakshi Malhotra. She has published an article named Digital Transformation in HR. She has focused upon the technologies in human resource management and concluded that the need for strategic planning during implementation of digitalization in HR. Next was Anjali Bansal, published her article in 2023, Explores Human Digital Transformation, identifying digital infrastructure, individual creativity as key enablers. Is also find continuous innovation and upgrading to the technologies coming ahead in the future is necessary for the organization to take over the things in an accurate manner and be competitive in the market. Objective of my study was to examine the challenges and risk in digitalization of HR and to identify the measures for the challenges and to identify the key technologies driving digital HR. Here I have considered secondary data for my research as it deals with completely theoretical part. So secondary data and the qualitative method I have used as my research methodology. Challenges and risk which I have identified through my research was data security issues, organizational resistance to change, and implementation budget constraints. When it comes to measures, change management program, training and development to the employees for their upgradation and learning new technologies, involving leadership, data encryptions, access control, regular security audits, prioritization of invents, tap into cloud solutions, explore findings. When technologies which can be handy and cost effective for the organization was HR information systems, applicant tracking system, and employee service portables. The finding of my study was like resisted change can be implemented in the organization by changing management engagement, by offering leadership, training and development programs to the employees of the organization. Data security issues measures can be measures for data security. Measures can be data encryption to protect the sensitive data, implement strict access control, and conduct vulnerable regular assessments. Budget constraints for implementation can focus on cost-effective gadgets and technologies and software which can help them to provide immediate benefit and seeking fund opportunities. Here I conclude, digitalization in HR, efficiency and engagement and effective decision making is an advantage for the organization. On the other hand, there are some obstacles for digitalization when it took place in the organization can be change resistant, issues over data, security and budget. All this can be overcome by developing an adaptable culture, stress on data security, cost-effective solution. The integration of digital transformation places HR are more fundamentally a strategic player in the organization game of the competitiveness. Digital transformation is not just about technology. It's about changing the way we work, the way we interact with each other, the way we deliver values to the customers. Thank you.
So regarding the findings, you said that there is resistance to change.
Yes, sir.
So what type of resistance measures will be there in our organization?
So maximum there will be employees who are not aware of the technologies.
Employees
the one
are
who are not upgraded, like the one who joined long back ago in the organization, they must not be aware of some changes which is taking place in the present market. So they'll be resisting themselves to learn it because they'll be in a dilemma or thing that we know some software that is much more enough to work in this organization.
What do you mean budget constraints? You said budget constraints are there. Paper is costlier or converting the paper into pixels is costly?
Sir, budget constraints are considered because there was some software which cost more effect and the organization who don't want to afford it because they may have some other requirements. So they can do some customizations according to the software, in the software what they are in need. And some like minimal range cost effective software can be designed for them as per the requirements.
Any organization uses this tool, paper to pixel? Can you name any one or two organizations?
No, sir, it was just a generalized paper I have considered, I have did.
So already are you any idea about which organization is using this particular paper to pixel?
I have gone through one of the Deloitte and Genpact. I have spoke to their HRs. They were like, we are trying to onboard us like from recruitment and back-end things. We are digitalizing right now.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Pooja, PhD research scholar in University of College and Business Management, Osmania University, working under the supervision of Professor Gaddam Naresh Reddy, sir. So my title is NFTs, non-fungible tokens and digital ownership implications in various sectors. This article is like a purely descriptive analysis, like analyzing the theoretical knowledge of NFTs. NFTs are nothing but digital assets. As we know, digital assets are nothing but any kind of images, videos, any arts, or any designs. So NFTs are digital assets which can be unique in nature, means these are not like fungible. Fungible means which can be tradable. Non-fungible means which cannot be tradable for something else. That is the uniqueness of NFTs. Review of literature, I went through 4 Scopus papers. Due to time constraint, I have analyzed only 4 theoretical papers. Objectives of the study: to explore implications of NFTs in various sectors, for example, agriculture. To know various legal concerns of NFTs. For example, there is no regulatory mechanism for NFTs till today. And to emphasize NFTs sustainability aspect in agriculture. For example, carbon credit farming. So farmers can get their benefits by using the NFTs. To provide theoretical knowledge on NFTs. Research methodology, literature studies, researching what others have done already on NFTs, and systematic review. This process involves examining descriptive data. Data analysis, I have taken example of D-Mitra. It is one Kenya-based startup. In this, they have taken avocado farming. So they used to distribute avocados to the farmers to the cost of USD 50 rupees, and everything like fertilizers and everything they'll distribute to the farmers, and they'll give NFT platforms to the farmers so that they can access and they can trade. Findings of the study: NFTs are similar to blockchain technology. We are very much aware of blockchain technology and smart contracts. The unique thing is NFTs are which cannot be tradable for something else. The same kind of art and literature only needed to be traded. They can be used in many industries, including film, music, fashion, gaming, climate action, agriculture, real estate, and whatnot, anything else. Tokenizing real-world assets. As NFTs can make buying, selling, and trading them more efficient and potentially reduce the fraud. Suggestions: NFTs are very versatile, so that applications also in same nature. So we cannot expect the consistency because of the changing dynamics. While general public will have to remain patient for applications outside, because already the professions and the persons who are in the sectors, they are very much know about the NFTs, whereas the general public need to wait for the future innovations in the NFTs. Conclusion: the key benefit of NFT is to represent uniqueness better than any other blockchain technologies which are there currently, even for assets with certain fungible aspects. A better differentiation can be achieved if NFTs are used rather than fungible tokens. Thanks to these benefits, NFTs enable new use cases for blockchain technology and have the potential to improve existing blockchain systems. Thank you.
One question for you, Ma. Can you tell me any 3 features of NFTs?
So first thing is these are unique assets. Unique in the sense they are not tradable for the same nature of goods. For example, fungible means they can trade for example, any video or any image is there. So they can exchange it for any currency value. But if it is non-fungible means you cannot sell your art, your own art and your own image for the same worth. It is unique in nature. Whatever the creativity you have done, it is unique for yourself. So that is the one feature, sir. And the second feature is there is no restrictions for the NFTs. For example, it can be applicable in multiple sectors. For example, in agriculture, it is applicable. In finance market, it is applicable. So there is no boundary for the NFT usage. And the third one, sir, third one is one of the drawback. Because of using blockchain, there is one factor, Ethereum. So here there is a concern for the climate action. These are the three features. Yes, sir. Sir, I... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because of further innovations can avail Indian farmers also to get to know about NFTs.
But actually, they are not having that much techniques.
Yes, sir, currently.
How they can be familiar with. Even educated people also not able to get much awareness about cryptocurrency.
Yes.
You said this one is, NFTs are similar to cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency.
We have to use the blockchain technology.
Yes, sir.
In such a case, how farmers will get that? How far your research is useful in Indian context?
Sir, in the Indian context, for example, latestly, like a COP29 has done. So in that, they emphasized NFC in that report. So because this kind of awareness can be created, so that Indian farmers also get to know like these kind of platforms, where they can enhance supply chain mechanisms.
So any suggestions you are going to give to make the farmers educate to use NFTs?
Sir, like organizations, famous organizations, if they'll initiate the awareness programs like conferences, workshops with the farmers orientation, so they can aware rather than the individual perspective, and they will expect some subsidies and all like before accepting NFTs.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you.
Presenter ID 37, K.S. Ashwika.
Good morning, everyone. It is a privilege to present our study on impact of YouTube advertisements on purchasing behavior among the young adults in Chennai city. I'm Arni, and this is
Ashwika from MOP Vaishnav College, Chennai.
Okay. To start with why we took this topic. YouTube is the mostly used platform for searching video types of contents and for e-learning, who are mostly young adults. And however, these ads can come with different benefits, and it can also influence the students' behavior and the purchasing choices. Additionally, impact of YouTube advertisements on a purchasing behavior among the young adults in Chennai city has not been studied by any previous literature paper. So our study insights could benefit the companies to develop targeted marketing strategies. Our study also aimed to show how this ads create brand awareness about a product on the platform. For review of literature, we initially reviewed several literature papers related to the 4 variables of our research study: advertising perception, psychographic factor, brand awareness, and economic factor. Some of the important review of literature papers are N. Kritika and Dr. K. Rajam's 2024, a study about impact of social media on consumer behavior under the advertisement perception variable. This study showed that social media platforms like YouTube make the people interact with each other and makes the purchasing decision. So this two-way of communication fosters the buying experience, which could be influential. And next study is about Siddharth Sharma and Ujjwal R and Asata Ashwath's 2024. This study highlights that YouTube ads significantly influence the consumer behavior, reaching up to 90% of the customers by creating awareness, introducing products. Adhiraj Gupta, we took this review of literature paper under the variable of psychographic character. This indicates that the skippable ads are less irritating than the non-skippable ones. This finding is also similar to our study's findings. The objectives of the study is to understand the demographic details of the respondents, the primary source of the study, and to study the 4 variables: advertising perception, psychographic character, and brand awareness and economic factors among the respondents in Chennai city, and to examine the difference between the age and the 4 variables among the respondents in the Chennai city.
So to continue with our research, we used a descriptive and analytical method, and we did our research on quantitative method. So a questionnaire was created through GForm, and we circulated through we circulated the GForm to all the colleges through random sampling, and for the respondents we use convenience sampling. And the main variables of our study we taken are advertising perception, psychographic characteristics, brand awareness, and economic factors. So we choose targeted audience from 18 to 25 because they are the most likely to use YouTube widely and to buy products through online. And we had a sample size of 200 respondents for our study due to time constraint. We had also run Cronbach alpha test on the 4 variables to check the reliability. So the data analysis, among 200 respondents, 68% are in the age group of 18 to 20 years. So most of the demographics are from the data we took from urban and the respondents by studying UG degree, and most of them were females. Also, we analyzed that people said that YouTube is a good source of information, but they also tend to skip ads if they are given an option. And we also to check the hypothesis, we run ANOVA table, and the results were for all the variables it was not significant. That is, the results came less than 0.005, and which means we accepted the null hypothesis. That is, there is a significant difference between demographic age and the 4 variables. So major findings of the study, the online questionnaire revealed mixed attitudes. That is, the respondents said the YouTube ads are informative and also annoying. And our study shows that 79% of the respondents credit YouTube and social media ads for increasing awareness of new products and brands. That is, while looking the ads, they tend to know about new products and new brands. The study accepts the null hypothesis as it found no significant differences in perceptions of advertising, psychographic characteristics, and the rest, brand awareness, economic factors concerning age among respondents in Chennai. Ultimately, the research concluded that YouTube advertisements significantly impact consumer purchasing behavior without notable distinctions among the variables studied. And suggestions. So due to our time constraint, our sample size was actually 400, but we could just collected 200 respondents, limited only to Chennai city and not other cities. And we took 18 to 25 years, which is a very it is not a broader representative. So we thought the suggestions are: future research should examine YouTube ad effectiveness across various age groups, including middle-aged and older adults, and in different cities or regions for better generalizability. Mixed methods approach should be used to gain deeper insights into consumer behaviors. And finally, to conclude, we found in our study, YouTube ads are actually impacting the purchasing behavior among young adults in Chennai. Thank you for the opportunity. I will look forward for the questions and discussions.
Is your study in particular to a product or service?
Sorry, sir?
Is your study is based on a particular product or service?
No, we didn't take a particular product. We just chose all the YouTube ads. Like we asked the respondents to say whatever ad they are favorite of or they like to see the ads. So they told various ads like Cuckoo FM, Pocket FM, and most probably the Boost ad, Swiggy ad especially. So they mentioned various kinds of ads.
Okay. Regarding that null hypothesis. Regarding that hypothesis, can you go back to your slide?
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about these results of your study. Yeah, can you please repeat the same?
The study accepts the null hypothesis as it found no significant differences in perceptions of advertising, psychographic characteristics, brand awareness, and economic factors concerning age among respondents in Chennai.
Significant difference is there or not? You said null hypothesis, there is a significant difference.
Sir, our null hypothesis was there is a significant difference among age and the 4 variables. In the next slide, we said there is no difference, is that I mentioned not significant, the ANOVA table results. Yeah. Sorry, sir? Okay. Okay.
Significant difference.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We'll change it from the next. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I call upon ID number 43, Dr. Kantishri and Ms. Madhuri, the Future Ready Leadership, a Global Perspective.
Good morning to everyone present here. I am K. Madhuri from St. Mary's College, here honored to present the paper, The Future Ready Leadership, a Global Perspective. Change is the new norm. Leaders must develop new skills to adapt to these dynamic environments. and call for new leadership strategies. Leaders will embrace innovation, data-driven decision-making, and artificial intelligence as they create an adaptive and continuous learning culture within organization that transition into digital ecosystems. The main topic, the paper aims to explore the key factors that will influence leadership practices and management styles, focusing on areas like digital transformation, artificial intelligence, emotional intelligence, sustainability, and remote work. These are the literature reviews that we have done, which showed that how the leadership is going to be in the future and what leaders are undertaking now to make an efficient use of technology. The objectives of the study. Objective number 1 is to equip leaders with the knowledge and skills to leverage digital technologies effectively and drive digital transformation and navigate the digital landscape. The second one is to identify and nurture potential leaders at all levels of the organization, that is, the top level, the middle level, and the lower level of the organizations, providing them with the necessary skills and experience to take on full-on leadership roles. The third one is to prepare future leaders to effectively address the complex and integrated challenges of the 21st century, ensuring organizational success and positive societal impact in a rapidly evolving global environment. Our research methodology is a conceptual paper where we've collected the data from various internet sources and research articles. Coming to the leadership practices in the near future, the first one is technological changes. In the world that we are living in today, AI and ML are playing the major role in driving the business. So the leaders must be well equipped with the technological changes that are made in the society these days and get well equipped with it. The second one is ethical leadership and social responsibility, where the leaders must be honest, transparent in their way of making the rules and making the organization work and following the goals. The social responsibility, as we all know, nowadays CSR, corporate social responsibility, is the boom. The third one is crisis management and resilience. As we all know, in the pandemic, many of the business organizations couldn't adapt to the situation at that time, and many of them would run out of business. So the leaders must be well equipped on how to actually manage the crisis. The fourth one is emotional intelligence. Leaders must be very empathetic and should also be very self-aware of what is going on in their surroundings to adapt to that very quickly. The next one is innovation and digital transformation. In this society, everyone is following AI and digitalization. Without AI or digitalization, people or the work is not that effective. The next one is globalization. Leaders should think globally and not locally. Leaders should be thinking globally in the global perspective and think how the organization should be effective in a global way using the local resources. That is the reason why leaders should think globally and not locally. The final one is the employee well-being. Leaders, as mentioned in emotional intelligence, leaders should be empathetic and should understand the employees' goals and challenges facing in the organization and help them achieving work-life balance. The conclusion of the study is, future trends are about technological changes, remote work, globalization, diversity, and sustainability. Therefore, The future leadership needs to equip itself with fundamental skills that are going to propel in the future world, which includes a basic understanding of technology, emotional intelligence, cultural and global diversity, sustainability, and sustainability practices should be incorporated in the leading activities. Key practices involve developing digital skills, adopting a global perspective, and creating a culture that values flexibility and innovation. In the age of virtual and hybrid offices, traditional methods of influencing employees are less effective. The increasing focus on globalization, diversity, and ethics in decision making requires responsible leaders that is all inclusive. Leadership in the future is not just about profit orientation, but also socially and environmentally responsible. They should therefore commit to the ethical practice and focus on the long term. Thank you.
So let's see your second objective. What is to identify and nurture potential leaders at all levels? How you can identify these potential leaders and
All levels of
how you can identify the potential leaders at all levels of the organization?
Given in the future ready leadership, the objectives mentioned that leaders can be identified by their ideas and the innovation that they do, or it can also be the emotional intelligence that they have, or using the work ethics, or how they are doing the work ethics, or how they are contributing to the company's objectives.
What is digital transformation?
Sorry, like
Digital transformation, you used no one word.
yes, sir.
What is digital transformation?
In the current scenario, I've mentioned in the paper, there are a few examples that we mentioned, like for example, Netflix. Yes, Netflix used to have DVD rentals prior to the online streaming platform that now it is. It used to be a DVD rental platform where it changed, it transformed itself into an online streaming platform. And the other one is Unilever, where it incorporated sustainability practices into its organization, sir.
I'm asking this question. Digital transformation relates to future ready leadership. So in the context of leadership, what is meant by digital transformation?
Using AI and ML, using the digital, using the digital technologies that we have today and incorporating that into the business.
So when you are a leader, you digitally transformed means, how can we say that you are digitally transformed?
Using AI, like even in the business organizations, understanding the customers or the employees' well-being, sir.
Okay, what are your findings in this research?
The findings are that the main, the future ready for the, to be ready for the leadership, the leaders have to be well acquainted with the surroundings and should be adapted very quickly. The main things are globalization, and the other one is sustainability. These are the two main factors presented in the paper, globalization and sustainability, along with,
We didn't find any findings in the research paper.
yes, sir. So ours is a conceptual paper. So the findings were the conclusion because we read, ours is a secondary research paper.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
I call upon ID number 48, a cross-sectional study, the influence of food influencers on consumer behavior by Sabia Banu.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So this is Nivedita, and can you hear? So good afternoon. This is Nivedita and my fellow researchers Srinidhi, Sabia, and Satyabama Opili. So our topic is a cross-sectional study, the influence of food influencers on consumer behavior among people in Chennai city. So we are from MOB Vaishnav College for Women, Chennai. So even now, if we take out our phone and if we see any social media, we can see food influencers. We can see food or review cafes, restaurants. So we can see kind of content in social media. In nowadays, we really see these food influence. Mostly everyone's eating.
So digital inclusion. So hello. According to one of the survey, in our country, we don't have the sufficient doctors. Okay. So according to the particular survey, every 1100 members having the one doctor, but we are having the large populated country. So we don't have the sufficient doctors. That is a big issue for us. According to my research topic, so digital inclusion means here it is we are going to use the whatever we are having the digital tools, those should be used for the health services, for the better health equity and health process, computerization process, and to the all type of community people. Okay, lowerly background, unprivileged sections, and those people. So that's the first thing. Next, review of literature. Review of literature, while we are going to look at on my study, I review the more than 15 plus articles in the secondary sources. But what I find it, those articles only explain about the mental health, according to my study. So I search again and again. So on that way, I find out these things. One way of promote one of the publisher. So one of the promoter is digital inclusivity and digital intermediate to assist to the better health performance, and one of the clinical research group, that is the mental health research, those only available regarding according to whatever I got search articles, various articles, those only strictly explained about only I go through that various medical sources also, but they are explore only mental health only. So next, objectives of the study. So to promote equitable access through devices, connectivity and platforms, to improve healthcare efficiency through digital tools, to enhance patient empowerment with the digital literacy and participation, to ensure affordability and accessibility. So to promote equitable access through devices, connectivity and platforms means nowadays we are go through the digital payments everywhere. We are going to use either maybe literate or illiterate, either tribal area, there are people going to use the with the help of the mobile phones or whatever it is. So on that way, even we are went into the vegetable sellers also, they are illiterate, they are use the mobile technology, on that way they are done the financial transactions. But here it is, why we cannot use, why we cannot integrate it with the digital tools to the health aspect. That is, health is playing a very important role. That is the main objective. That's why to promote equitable access through digital devices. Okay, so whatever we are having IoT tools, AI tools. Okay, so on that way. Next, to improve healthcare efficiency through efficiency also very, very important, because of I search some data while go through with the help of the YouTube. They go for the delivery or what a pregnant woman, they go for the delivery, and that will some falsification, frauds will be happened. So while they are watching that YouTube, they are go for that delivery or surgery or whatever is that. It's a collapse, some wrong information. Efficiency also playing very, very important. Whatever we gave the information, that efficiency playing the important role. Next, to enhance patient empowerment with digital literacy and participation. For example, electronic records through modern software tools. What are the EHR and EMR and PHR tools? So electronic health records, electronic medical records, personal health records we are going to maintain. How to maintain? Electronically health records is completely related to the around the hospital, all hospitals. We are going to maintain some record. It is done by the government of India. It will be under process going to. So next, electronic medical records. Medical records means we are habituated go to the particular hospital only. For example, I am sticky about the care hospital. I am sticky about the global hospital. Like that, I have to maintain my records in particular hospital only. Next one is personal health records. Personal health records in the sense I have to carry my total health information into my mobile phone. On that way, I have to access anyway. Suddenly I suffer from the heart attack or anything, cardiac arrest. On that situation, I went to go through that particular hospital. I have to explore my software tools. Next one is to ensure affordability and accessibility. Affordability and accessibility means some tribal areas, so many differences are there. Socio-economic differences, geographical differences, and cultural differences are there. And that way we are going to overcome. So everyone need to access it. Everyone need to available to get the information. That is the main thing. That is the ensure affordability and accessibility. Next one is research methodology. As of now, I want to stick about the two methods. One is primary data collection method, secondary collection data methods. Till now, I didn't done the primary data. So I got the information through completely secondary data according to my studies because of short span of time. So primary sources in my future, research, surveys and questionnaire I want to prepare through Google Forms or whatever it is like the digital model. And that way I want to collect the information regarding to according to my objective, I have to giving the proper information. Next, secondary sources, till now I search the government reports from the Indian Medical Health Organization and those persons. Next, data analysis and interpretation. Trend analysis, regional disparities, correlation study, sentiment analysis, cost-benefit analysis, security focus. Trend analysis in the sense 19th century, 20th century, 21st century. Now beta generation is moving on. So on that way variation will be there. According to that, we have to adapt it. Next, regional disparities means either maybe electronic health records adoption is very, very important, EHR. On that way, so either maybe south, north, east, west, like that we have to maintain. So next one is correlation study. Correlation means which are the dependent factors, dependent variables, independent variables. Either maybe literacy and whatever digital literacy is playing the important role. In the same time, on that way we have go through that. Next, sentiment analysis. Some certain people, for example, we are looking at the senior citizen. They want to go through hospital and then only they have to face-to-face interact with the doctor. They only believe the messages or anything. Otherwise, they need not to believe the trust and maybe digital models. Those. And that way, sentiment. Indian people are sentiment and they have to depend upon the karma and that way. So, sentiment is playing the very, very important role for the satisfaction of the services. Next one is cost-benefit analysis. Cost-benefit analysis means nowadays even 5 rupees also available the food. And that way we have to less amount of the less cost of that we have to provide. So next, the findings of my study highlights the result from the case studies, pilot programs I want to do, and discuss patterns, digital exclusion, their impact in the health outcomes, success stories. Here it is, I studied the COVID-19 stories. In upcoming days, we are going to face the HMPV viruses. How to face it? What are the lessons get it from the COVID-19? How to overcome with that? I have to. The gap of internet access between rural and urban area, that is the thing. And a suggestion, we need to improve the digital literacy to the every person, all corners. Next, infrastructure issues, because of so many areas that lack of internet, that is a big problem. And next one is affordability. High cost of devices and internet, 4G and 5G mobiles only, Android phones only access the digital information, but normal black and white phone, we didn't get that. So cultural and language barriers because of Hindi and so many languages are there. So on that way, whatever we have to provide the information, so we have to use it in the multiple languages. It's better to adopt it. And last, whatever I have the challenges, those it going to be overcome it. On that way, we are going to get the success in our healthy India. Thank you, sir, giving for this.
Go through the data analysis once. So you said there is a correlation study. What is the finding of that correlation study?
Correlation means age factor. Place.
Any finding is there regarding that study? You mentioned data.
No, sir. Secondary data only I got.
That secondary data based correlation study you made, no?
Yes, correlation.
What is the finding of the correlation study? Is there any relationship between variable usage and improved chronic disease management outcome?
Yes, sir. Certain diseases.
You already did the study, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the finding from that study?
Few people, just now I gave the example, sir, YouTube or whatever it is channel, they go through that, there is a big issue.
No. Without statistical data, you cannot give any finding for that correlation study.
Sir.
Any statistical data is there in your research?
No, sir. Till
But
now
you
I
mentioned
didn't.
data analysis, all the trend
Yet
analysis.
to be planned, sir. In my future, I have to do.
No, ma. Actually, madam, when you are giving this data analysis, all the analysis you did, suppose, it should be based on statistical data, no?
Madam, my question is whether your study is related to a particular public related issue or to the organization related?
Public related issues.
Okay, that way, what is your suggestion, if at all that is digital inclusion is done, what factors we have to consider for that?
Basically illiteracy, sir. Fine. Digital illiteracy regarding health aspects. Okay. Next one is affordability. All kind of people does not afford into the purchase of the Android mobile or internet. In our country, so many villages doesn't have the internet access also. That's a big issue. So whatever, according to my objectives, so whatever we are having to face the challenges, those we have to overcome. It's better to equity of the health services with the help of the some corporate companies and policy makers. Whatever we are having, the insurance policy makers is there, sir. So they are going to provide some awareness to the people. It's better to get the good healthy world.
So, good afternoon, everybody. Madam, I have one question. The title is Digital Inclusion in Health Services. To my understanding, it is apps where the patients will be consulting the doctors and the doctors will be treating. That becomes the health service. To my understanding.
Okay, sir.
I think the title and the study has
no
no correlation. Thank you.
No, sir. Here it is basic awareness regarding. For example, CPR. Yesterday, last night, Tirupati incident was happened. So we don't know how to done the CPR. With help of the digital tools only nowadays we are having some awareness. So not what is that big problems, but the basic awareness is important through digital tools.
I call upon ID number 58, Dr. B. Madhuri Smita and Ms. Vidhatri, an examination of energy use as a causative factor for economic development.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vidhatri. I am from Kasturba Gandhi Degree and PG College for Women. Our topic today, my study is an examination of energy use as a causative factor for economic development in India. Energy consumption matters both to our environment and our economy. Energy is essential for development, and sustainable energy is essential for sustainable development. In today's world, energy is a critical driver for economic development, forming the backbone of modern societies by powering industries, infrastructure, and daily life. If we check the relation between energy use and economic development, it is both complex and interdependent. Historically, the trajectory of economic growth has been closely tied to the advancements in energy production as well as energy consumption. So today, as the economies grow, the global energy landscape faces significant challenges like resource depletion, environmental degradation, and the need to transfer into a sustainable energy. So understanding the dynamics between energy use and economic development is crucial for both policymakers, business, and as well as researchers. It provides insights into how energy strategies can foster economic growth while addressing environmental concerns. There is an integrated linkage between energy consumption and economic performance, considering both historical perspectives and contemporary challenges in the context of sustainable development. So for our topic, we have taken the literature review from many other articles. In each article, if we see, we can see that energy causes economic growth. Not just energy is considered for checking the economic development of a country, but many other criteria like foreign direct investment, energy supplies, or else trade, etc. have been taken into the consideration. These are the few review of literatures I have considered for my study. The objectives for the study are to study the change in energy use in India from 1974 to 2013, and to examine the trends in GDP per capita in India for the years 1974 to 2013, and as well as to check whether energy use is a causative factor for economic development or not. So for this study, the research methodology was, I collected the data from a secondary source, and it is an annual time series data spanning from 1974 to 2013. And the data was taken from World Bank database. The variables used in the study are energy use as indicated by kg of oil equivalent, and economic development as GDP per capita. The methods used for stationarity checking were augmented Dickey-Fuller test, and for causality, Granger causality was used. The interpretations are given as here. Unit root test was conducted as the p-value is 0.05 for GDP and less than 0.05 for energy. We showed that as variables are stationary. Then using Granger causality, we have conducted the analysis and showed that the values as the given below. And these are the graphical representations of GDP as well as energy usage. And if we come to the findings, first after checking the stationarity, we got the variables as stationary at the first difference, and then we did the Granger causality. As the p-value is less than 0.05, we concluded they are stationary, and when we come to the causality, when we are checking the causality from energy to GDP, we got that energy causes GDP. But when we are checking from GDP to energy, the value is not less than 0.05. So hence, GDP does not cause energy. Thus, the analysis demonstrates only unidirectional causality from energy use to GDP, establishing energy use as a causative factor for economic development. And when I get to my conclusion, we find an increase in trend in energy use over the study period. And this shows that India has been able to improve its energy consumption over the study period. This is a sign for overall economic progress. We also find a rise in GDP per capita over the 40-year period. The paper concludes that energy use Granger causes economic development, and there is a unidirectional causation from energy use and economic development. Thank you.
How digital innovation is connected to this topic?
My faculty has forwarded it to me. I just got the brochure, half brochure. Only from the subtopic part I have, sub-theme part we have got. In statistics, they gave it as econometrics and time series. For that, we consider it. After sending the abstract, we got selected. So we thought maybe they are taking other papers also into the consideration.
How it is relevant, that is 1974 to 2013. Right now we are in the year of 2025 almost. So almost 12 years or 13 years data is...
Sites. So that's why we were only for energy we are getting the data and only for GDP we are getting. But to do the analysis we didn't get for other sources. So
here you are very particular about energy. What type of energy you have taken into consideration?
So here we just used energy use for, here we took kg of oil and oil equivalent per capita, that is energy consumed by Indians in that year.
వెకేషన్ స్టార్టింగ్ క్లోజ్ చేయాలా ఎండు కొడుతున్నా
Dear participants, YouTube live streaming is going on of this conference, so you can forward the link to your colleagues and friends so that they can take the advantage of it. Link is uploaded in the WhatsApp IMC conference WhatsApp group. The next presentation is ID number 62, Kushi Thakur, Analytical Approach for Reducing Import Cost of Organic and Inorganic Chemicals and Approach for Reducing Import Cost of Organic and Inorganic Chemicals and Processed Minerals.